So today we're all here for one reason. To figure out whether or not we're gonna spend our hard-earned money on NBA 2K19, which we will, don't worry about it, and whether or not we're gonna buy the $100 version that they've just released as their pre-order bonus. I fucking might, I'm sorry about that. Looking back at the whole year of 2K18, like, it really was probably the most shitty fucking year of 2K. Like, this year, I really didn't enjoy playing the game as much. It wasn't fun. My team in itself was boring as shit. So that's why I wanted to do this video in looking forward to what we might have possible in 2K19. Because for those of you that don't know, right, I did go to the team up event of last year and the year before that actually. But I have like a rapport with a couple of the devs, right? I keep in touch with them as the year goes on. And this year was shit, right? Now they know that, you know, the ones I talk to anyway, they know that. And from what I've heard so far, it just sounds like there's going to be progress and just more effort in general made towards 2K19, specifically 2K19 MyTEAM, which is what this video was mostly for, right? In this entire year, MyTEAM was, you know, it had its ups and downs. I did send a full feedback email to them the other week, and everything that is entailed, I'll let you know actually, just so you know that this is what I've put in their ear, you know, so it at least like can be a possibility maybe in the future. Supermax, honestly, son, I did not play that shit much at all this year just because, you know, it wasn't fun. Like I said, it was not fun. I played it more when I wanted to make a video than because I actually wanted to play it, and I think that basically says enough. Next year, if Supermax does return, there needs to be more rewards that we actually want to get. I don't need no absurd ass niggas. Like, I'm a Knick fan, but I don't want no fucking Amethyst Earl Monroe right now, man. It's fucking June. Niggas had us playing 30 plus games for people like Amethyst Fat Lever. Like, who the fuck? Nobody want that shit. So I hope they have more like name brand or cool players that we can actually earn. Somebody we actually want. Because, you know, I'm sure people will still play it at this time to get that Pink Diamond Porzingis just because it was Porzingis. Plus, I know for a fact that there was a new legend that was supposed to be released amongst the Supermax rewards last round. Obviously, I can't say which one. But that in itself, I thought would have been a cool concept. Like, introducing players in Supermax that weren't previously in the mode. So, for example, like Marbury this year, right? Imagine if Marbury was a Supermax reward, because then now the player has something to go and earn. You get to use Stephon Marbury finally in MyTEAM if you go earn him. Obviously, we could complain about pack prices, but I really don't think them shits are going down. That's just the way it is, niggas. They gotta make their money too. And, you know, maybe they would lower it a little bit, but don't hope for a lot, man. Let's just be real here. This is 2K. I did ask them, well, the game is already in motion, so it's not like they can, you know, take things into consideration and put this in the game now, but I did ask them to expand on system proficiency, make it work better somehow, like the Madden chem system. The coaches were cool. I told them to keep coaches, add legendary coaches, diamond coaches, more of that, and auctionable diamond shoes. That would be dope. This year, like, easily was the best domination in my opinion. I know some people can't fucking stand domination because it's, you know, they hate playing offline. I don't mind playing offline personally. I just get to test out cards and just fuck around and have fun, because you have to sweat online. You know how much fucking attention you have to pay to these like fucking cheesers, bro? That shit not fun. So offline is refreshing for me. And that's my favorite part, to start every single year, yo, when the first 2 weeks of MyTEAM drop and everybody has a shitty team and you have like an emerald team and you're playing domination to get a quick start to have like a diamond card, and then just pulling sapphires just make your dick rock hard in your pants, you feel me? Like, that's when it's the most fun, because the mode is fresh, you know, and everybody's kind of on an equal playing field. I would say though, allow us to be able to win the other rewards from domination somehow. Don't let it be just like that's the only way we can get that diamond player. I have no clue what they're going to do with schedule mode. That shit was just a what the fuck, man. That shit was a big ass what the fuck. There was no reward for really doing it whatsoever, you know. So I'm hoping that next year, that at least if you can beat a team in a team schedule in schedule mode, you get some kind of like Amethyst version of their franchise player or something, you know, some that people who would grind earlier in the year, it's something worth for them going to go get. Like, imagine the historic Eastern and Western collections this year, where you could get the Diamond Dirk or the Diamond Julius Erving, something like that, you know, where that should be the reward system for that. Pack in playoffs, I think they're going to stick with this, because this was really like the base foundation first ever version of what is going to be a draft mode for them, and it did feel like a letdown, honestly. It wasn't that fun, and it wasn't until like halfway through the year that they made it so that you could actually draft by position. So by that time, like, not even many people wanted to play it, but that at least told me and showed me that they are able to make changes and they're willing to make changes, because I'm not surprised if they really do make this into a full-on draft mode next year with all the fixings. I did also request though that they try to bring back some version of MyTEAM Blacktop. I really didn't think I was going to miss that mode of play from what was it, 2K16. I didn't think I was going to miss that shit until it was gone. Yo, that was kind of fun. It let me try out new cards, so I didn't have to buy them, and it was quick games, just quick. I don't want to sit in pack and playoffs for like fucking 20 minutes, bro. I don't want to do that.
Laggy, bro.
Oh shit, it's getting lit now. It's getting lit now. Just I feel like I can't feel the quit.
Why is you lagging, bro?
Hold up, Montez, drop it back. Montez, drop it back. Hold this pause with it too, bitch. The game itself, like, I think it just felt like it was left unattended for long periods of time. And that's the best way I could describe it, you know. The content was kind of bland to start, and it took a while to pick up because there was just stints where there wasn't much to do, and then people finished a lot of everything early, and then it just came down to waiting, you know, days and weeks at a time to play Supermax, because that was the only mode meaningful worth, you know, to play. And towards the latter end of the year, basically they tried to save it with content, and it worked at times. Like the Christmas was dope, that Kobe content, that was dope. The King James stuff, by this time I don't even want to fucking spend any more money, honestly, but that's cool too. They had their moments, you know. Like the best example I could give was dynamic duos, right? Them shits just never fucking happen, right? And by the time they happen, we don't even want them shits no more. But you remember when they was just promising them for mad long? It was a fucking myth. You know, it's like your dad told you he's taking you to Disneyland just to shut you up. That shit never happened. But if they can recreate that effort and the content that they've been delivering throughout the playoffs, I think that it can be a good year for my team, a good comeback year, and that's what the mode needs. Personally, yo, if I go back, I'm definitely going to ask. I know what the answer is going to be, but I'm definitely going to ask the question about how MT transactions are going to be handled. Because can y'all imagine if 2K ever turned a blind eye to MT transactions like Madden does with coins? You could wager however much you want, and yeah, it would, you know, people end up selling and buying and shit, but the idea of wagering in itself, people who were around for wagers in, you know, 2K16 and 15 could attest to the fact that that would do a lot for the popularity of the mode again. As far as my first impressions, yo, 2K19 has me excited. You know, it's that time of year. It's that if you're a 2K head, no matter if you think the game is dead or not, or it wasn't fun, this is 2K season. You know that giddy ass feeling when a new 2K is coming out, and we all feel it. And I am excited for the next one personally. And as we've all seen before, if you haven't yet, this is the first time. You're welcome. These are all the pre-order bonuses that you will get for pre-ordering the $100 version of the game. And I'm actually, you know, it's fucking crazy to say that I'm like cool with that, because last year there was a $150 version of the game. I took the ultimate fucking L and bought that shit, bro. I wish I could get that 50 back. Fuck it, the 150 back. Fuck that. But as a MyTEAM head, the first thing that stood out was the 50k MyTEAM points. They give you 100k VC, 50k MyTEAM points, a Sapphire MyTEAM LeBron card, that's your franchise player to start, 20 weekly MyTEAM League packs. I'm definitely going to ask if that's 20 packs a week or what. And 10 weekly MyTEAM Heat Check packs. I'll ask about that. I don't know how much information they'll give, but I think that specifically is just 10 packs. But I assume it will be just some random collection, you know, like they would do every other week promotion type shit. As a MyTEAM head though, the 50k MyTEAM points is dope because, you know, there's a surplus of MT to start. You know, not all the MT to start the mode has to be made selling players and buying players and doing domination. I don't think that will just inflate the prices, because no nigga's about to go pay fucking 25k for a Silver Kyle Korver. But we'll see what happens. All in all, it's 2K season. More info will come out, and I actually can't wait to hear about it. And I will be back on 2K19 as soon as that shit drops. No shame, niggas.